Hey everybody, it's Lee with the Turquoise Valentine, and we're gonna do a little crafting tonight. So I'm just waiting for some people to hop on for a second, and we'll get started. There's somebody. Say hello when you get on, so I'll know you're here. People are hopping on. Say hello when you get here. Hey Carol, hey Sylvia, how are you? Hey Christy and Shani and Cherise. Hey Carol, I'm glad y'all are here. Wanda, Tamara, Deronda. Look at all my friends. Patsy from Oklahoma and Rosemary. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that, sprinkling. Hey Billy from Tupelo. Thank you, Christy. And Sherry Wilson in, I guess that's West Virginia. Woo, from all over the place. Did y'all have a good Monday today? Mine was just a Monday. That's all I can say about that is it was a Monday. Thank you for sprinkling. Okay, guys. So I was really debating on what to do tonight because I was just having one of those times where I didn't know what we were going to do tonight. So, hey, Jeanette. Thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Lori. So anyway, I just kind of dug around in some of my scrap stuff and used a bunch of odds and ends that I had, and we're going to create something tonight. As I've told y'all before, hey, Kimberly. Thank you, Lori. Celebrating my birthday day. Well, hey, Jeanette, happy birthday to you. Hey, Bill. Hey, Bobby. Well, there's Bobby, yeah, Tupelo. Okay, so I just went through my scrap stuff and just kind of used some of the stuff of what I've had. So we're going to kind of do a little bit of wood stuff. We're going to do some painting. We're going to do a little bit of a hodgepodge craft tonight. I'm using a bunch of stuff that I just have. So as I've told y'all before, I had hey Selena, a vendor booth in a little vendor mall, and I have I've made these and sold these before, but I'm kind of doing a little different. Hey Jimmy Faye, hey Frida, hey Linda from Scotland. What time is it in Scotland? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning or something, I think, right? Hey Michelle, thank you for sprinkling. Hey Kaylee. Okay, so I used to do a lot of stuff with pallet wood. My husband, I would get a couple of pallets and I'd break them apart, I'll say that my husband would break them apart, and that's not an easy task. If anybody's ever done that, hey Kaylee, then y'all know that breaking apart a pallet is not fun. So you have to cut the wood with a reciprocating saw or either pull the things out. Hey Paige, hey Colin. That Colin's on watching. He's not with me tonight. I know I miss my buddy over here. So I miss him, but he's got one more final exam tomorrow, and he is done. D-U-N, done. So I'm so excited for him. 5 years of college, and he will be done. And so I'm so thrilled. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He'll have his BS in construction engineering, and I'm so excited for him. So anyway, back to what we're saying. I had to do that little shout out, proud mama moment. Whoop, whoop. My husband used to tear apart pallets for me, and I would make different things out of the wood because it's basically free wood. He would cut these pieces for me. This is like a piece of, you can tell it's all old and it's got nail holes in it down here. You know, the more holes and dings and stuff in it, the better to me. And then he would cut them at an angle, and I would make houses out of them. I'd paint stuff on the front, make a house. Hey Wendy. Oh, okay, you can replay, Wendy. It'll be fine. It'll be here for you to watch over and over, okay? But thanks though. Have a good night at work. Anyway, so I'm going to make a church out of this piece of pallet wood, which was basically free. Like I said, my husband ripped them apart for me, and I have a whole stack of wood in the attic. And so I got home from work, and I went digging through all my stash, and trying to figure out what I was going to bring to y'all tonight. So this is what we're going to do. But we're going to use some stuff that I have. If y'all remember, it's been about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I made the little, where is it? I made this. Do y'all remember me making the little window thing? And I was going to use the Jenga blocks in the center, and I glued them together, and then I painted them, and then I changed my mind. We're going to use some of those. I'm going to use some of these big craft sticks tonight. I'm going to use some regular size Jenga blocks, and this is a little piece of wood I have in my stash. This actually came off of a cross that I got from Dollar Tree, and then I unscrewed, see the little screw holes? I unscrewed the little cross off of it, and I saved this. And I have bins back here, like this is wood, and then I have another one over here, and this is wood, and I have it all organized, but I don't throw stuff away like that. Like even, the popsicle sticks, y'all see me do the big popsicle sticks, and I stained them and I cut the ends off. I have a whole little bin of them. I don't throw these away because I'll use them for another craft, and that's exactly what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to use some scrap stuff, and I'm going to show y'all how to make a church. So you could do this. Let me grab this real quick and show y'all. Well, I thought it was right on top. Hang on, guys. And it's not. Michael's has little houses. Where's that house? Here it is. Michael sells these, okay? So they're $1 at Michael's, and the little bins up front usually. And you could totally do this craft to this in a smaller form. I have done these too in a church. So you could totally do what I'm doing just in a smaller size, okay? So you can use that. You could use foam board. You could do whatever. Make you a church. I just like this old worn wood, okay? It's rough. See the sides all done and the nail holes, okay? So we're going to make this into a church. So remember the little cross wood pieces that I made with the Jenga blocks? Here they are. I didn't throw them away that night. Even though I didn't use them, I just threw them in my little bin where my Jenga blocks are, and they still have glue stuck on the ends, and I'm going to use those tonight. So stuff can always be repurposed. Don't think, oh, well, I can't use it. I'm just going to throw it away. Now, I do throw away some stuff. I'm not a hoarder totally. Hey, Callie, thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Donna. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these little Jenga blocks, if you remember, I glued them together with hot glue, and then I took them and I painted them with my Waverly White, and then I took the mineral and I just brushed over it. So that's how they are. They're still that way from the night that I did them. And I'm actually going to put them, let's see, on my little roof right here. We're going to make a roof with them like that. So that's what we're going to do. So like I said, I just went through my stuff and dug out some stuff, and we're going to make a church. So here's my church, my base of my church, pallet wood. And of course, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of Waverly White paint to it. So I'm gonna put some on my little plate over here. I had to get some more plates from the Dollar Tree yesterday. I got a whole pack of them. They're little party plates for $1. You get 24, and I love to use them for my paint. And then I just chunk them and throw them away. So that's what I do. So I'm gonna just dip some my little chippy brush. Look at the handle. It's all different colors. I use them until I can't use them anymore. Sorry you won't be on here tonight to start the show. Yeah, I miss my sidekick over here, Colin. I miss him. I love it when he's here and he goes live with me. I love it. So if y'all missed it when Colin was with me, we did a live Friday night and Saturday night, and I love it when he's here and helps me. It's so much fun. Okay. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Sandra. Miss Polly, Miss Jimmy are watching. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Hey, Janet. Yes, I'm taking so long to pick all the sour stuff. Yes. I don't save everything. I'm not a total hoarder now, but I do save stuff like these Jenga blocks I used that night. I'm going to use them tonight. So, okay. So what I'm doing is I've just got my little chip brush, dipped it in my paint, and then I'm just tapping it off over here. And then I'm just going to kind of, I want to give it some a little white wash, if you want to say, whitewash, or I want to make it look kind of rough a little bit, just kind of chippy white. That's a thing. Let's salvage. Hey, Peggy. So I'm just trying to put some of this white on here. Yes, I'm covering up some of that old aged look, but I'm going to try something else tonight with this white. I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do to it, hopefully. So I'm going to set it over here in a minute and let it dry so I can show y'all. So I got the white on there. Looks pretty good. I just want it rough, you know, like an old chippy white little church. So I'm doing that. And then I'm going to kind of move everything around where I can put it in front of my little fan. Y'all know I got my little fan over here. That's my buddy. When this little fan goes out, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to buy a new fan. Thank you for sprinkling. So how was y'all's Monday today? Mine was a true Monday. That's all I can say about that. It was a true Monday. We're back busy at work and had a lot of patients to see, and people are getting out and about more. So it was busy. Okay, so while we're doing that, before I came on here, these are regular. I'm trying to find what I did with them. No. I'll put them up somewhere. Lord knows where they are. Hold on. They're regular popsicle sticks. I don't know what I did with my bag. I thought I put them on the table. Here they are. They're regular popsicle sticks from, you know, Dollar Tree, wherever. I don't even know where I got them. But they're just regular size popsicle sticks. And, you know, usually I cut the big ones with my scissors. Okay, the old scissors that died. So I just took them and I just broke the ends off. And these are a lot harder to break than they are, these are. I don't know why. They're a little thicker maybe, but they're a lot harder. You can't cut them with those scissors. All I had to just break them. But that's okay because I wanted to look rough. Y'all, I swear, I'm looking for my sanding block and I thought it was right here. Here it is. Everything's right behind me. I'm sorry. So I just broke them, and you can see it looks all rough, and that's fine because I want it to look that way. And I'm just going to kind of rub it on my little sanding block. This comes from the Dollar Tree. I love these things. They're wonderful. And so I am just going to kind of sand the edges a little bit just to kind of get those little, you know, when you break it, it kind of leaves it like splintery. So I'm just trying to get some of that off. And just kind of smooth the ends. Thank you, Jean, for sprinkling. You're tired. You've been pruning knockout roses. We just planted 2 of those in front of our house. We had some bushes that had died when we moved here, and we planted, well, Craig planted some. Let's don't talk about it. Crazy Monday. I will see you tomorrow, though. Oh, cool, Laura. You're going to be there tomorrow? Yeah, it was crazy for us, too. It was like people came out in full force to come see us. It was just crazy, but that's okay. We, you know, that's our business. But, yeah, it was just crazy. But anyhow, so I got one piece that's this, you know, kind of long, and then I got a short piece because we're going to make our little cross out of this, okay? So we're going to color it up or paint it or whatever you want to call it. So let me get me a brush. And y'all know I like to use I'm almost out. I've got to get some more. You can't get craft paint anywhere. It's crazy. This is burnt umber, and this is what I usually use to stain wood with. And I'm going to add a little water to it, and I'm going to stain my cross brown. So I just put a little bitty drop, and then I'm going to get some water on my brush, and then put the water out here. I'm just going to kind of make a little mud puddle, if y'all can see that. It's running everywhere. Just make a little mud puddle, and then I'm going to take my wood, and we're just going to kind of stain it. And we're not really staining it, but you know what I mean. But you can do this with any color paint, craft paint. It works wonderful. I did these stars right here that I have in my store. I whitewashed those. I did the same thing. I watered down some white paint and then I painted them. So the wood still shows through, but you're painting it, you know, you're kind of staining it, but not to where it covers up the wood. So I'm just doing that, and I'm going to lay it right here and let it dry. My little church is drying. That chalk paint dries quickly, so it doesn't take for a long time. As my son found out, I had to teach him how to paint with chalk paint because you can't dilly-dally. You have to paint because it dries quick. I've missed your last few lives due to me being sick. Oh, I'm sorry, Sherry, you were sick? Good. Well, you can always go back and catch the replay. Colin and I did a live Friday and Saturday night. I was on 4 times last week. Whew, and I was feeling it too. But I love coming on here and talking to y'all and doing all the stuff. And showing y'all some things, but here's my little pieces. I'm going to let that dry. Now I'm going to bring my church back over here while they're drying. I'm just going to put them over here. Okay, so I'm going to try something. I kind of did it before I came on because I've seen this done before. I'm going to take off some of this white, okay? This works really good if you have a real smooth surface. There's a shortage on craft paint. No big box stores have it. Luckily, Michael's and Joann's are doing Kershaw. Yes, that Kelly, you go to Walmart, our whole craft section's wiped out. And I went to Michael's today, and their craft paint is very, 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 very dwindled down. Thank you, Sylvia. Okay, so this is just regular old duct tape. If y'all can see the inside of that, duct tape. This works good if you have a smooth surface. I painted on some white paint. I didn't paint a lot. But if you do a surface like this, you can do a real smooth board. This works really good. If you have some Gorilla duct tape, it'd probably work a lot better because that stuff it'll take the skin off, I think. It's so sticky. So I'm basically just putting the duct tape on top of my paint where I painted, and I'm just smoothing it out really good and getting it all stuck down, okay? And then I'm going to take my duct tape and I'm going to peel it off. Now you can tell, if you look, you can tell where I just did that. See how it is dark right here? I pulled some of that paint off, and then that piece is done. So I'm going to do some more and give it a little bit of, oh, your Hobby Lobby open today. Awesome! All the Easter stuff is 80% off. So there's a lot of stuff in the Easter aisle that you can use for other things. So yeah, go get it. Wear your mask and take your hand sanitizer. So is your Target, and oh yeah, it's crazy. People are, I guess kids are crafting or something. All right, but see, I got my duct tape on there, and I'm just kind of smoothing it on there, and I'm gonna pull off some of that paint, and it just lets that wood come through. See, right here, and that's what I want. I don't want it just white, white, white. I'm gonna pull off some of that paint, but it's pulling it off, and it makes it look real natural. I did. I had a good Mother's Day. Both of my kids were under one roof this weekend, so I was excited. That's all I need for Mother's Day is both my kids here. Craig's boys were with their mom, of course, so we didn't have them. Want to make the church. Okay, I'm just smoothing my duct tape out, and I'm just pulling it off. And it's just pulling off, you know, some of the paint, and I lost my end of my tape. I want to craft iron something, but I hate masks. Yes, I have to wear a mask all day, and yeah, it's not fun, but I just go in the store, and you know, you kind of get used to it after a little while, but it's going to be hot in the summer. Oh, Lord. It's already like Satan's front porch in Mississippi in the summer. I can't imagine having a mask on. Okay, I'm just putting my duct tape on. And I'm just pulling it right back off. And see, it pulls some of it off. This duct tape is just regular duct tape. It's not very, very sticky. In Michigan, we're still a mess up here. Oh, no. Well, our state's opening back up. I think, I looked at the numbers today. We're kind of going down. So, hopefully, it's going to stay that way. So, I'm just randomly putting this tape down, guys, and just pulling off some of that paint. And the more paint you put on, of course, the more you'll take off. So it'll be fine. And I'm just pulling some of that off. But it just kind of adds a little, take some of it off and leave some of it there, and you're pulling some off. But it works good on smooth surfaces. But I just kind of wanted to show y'all that because it is a neat technique to do. But I need some Gorilla duct tape. They say that stuff is like sticky. Yeah, it's cool, Carol. It really is. So there's my church. Now, here's the little Jenga blocks. This is 2 Dollar Tree Jenga blocks. Like I said, I started it on that craft of that window right there, and then I didn't use them. Snow flurries in Ohio. Oh my gosh. That's just like not even a thing in May. It was cool. It got cool here today. It got cloudy, and it's kind of cool outside. It's supposed to start raining. But it's weird. We're weird. Okay, so let me see how I'm going to place them. And these are already distressed with white Waverly paint, and then I put a little mineral on them. And I'm going to glue these, and they just happen to be the correct size of my roof. So we're going to glue those on. And I got me a little bitty mini glue gun at Michael's today. It was like $2 and something. And I have these, I got these last week. They're the Sure Bonder and they're the wood glue sticks. So I'm trying those for the first time tonight. So we're going to see how they are. I love their fabric glue sticks. They're awesome at Hobby Lobby. They work wonderful. So I'm going to see how the wood's going to go tonight. But I have my Gorilla Glue over here too and my big gun. But I feel like this is like what I started out with when I started crafting. And it does fine. It works fine. But I was like, this thing is so little because here's my big one. And I'm like, it's a baby. It like had a baby. So anyway, so I'm just going to take my Jingle Blocks and see how this little guy's going to work. Okay, come on now. There we go. He's got to get started. The little bitty gun. Hey, Susan. Thank you, Michelle. And I'm just going to stick it on my church. Hold it a second. Because I've never used these glue sticks. Has any of y'all ever used the wood ones? The wood glue sticks? I've never used them before. If they don't work, then I'll just go back to my Gorilla Glue sticks. Because y'all know, I love those things now. I don't think I'll go back to regular ones. I'm just putting some on there. Cute. It's so little. It's a baby glue gun. I know, my glue gun had a baby. It's white and blue too. Look at it. Look how burned it is on the end. I've had this thing forever. And then look, it had a baby. It's so teeny little. It's teeny. If you don't know what that is, Brody is waving and saying, "Hey Lee, hey Brody." Bless him. He thinks he can see me. We have a pink glue gun like it. I mean, it does the job for sure. Okay, so there's my roof. All right, so we're getting there. All right, so here's my tall part of my cross, and I'm not going to do it straight across. I'm going to kind of do it at an angle, and I'm just going to do the same thing with this. I'm just going to put a little dot. Oh, that's my big glue gun. I'm going to use my wood glue gun like that, and then I'm just going to kind of glue this down. Wait till y'all see what we're going to do for the windows. It's going to be cool. I'm watching you making the paint. Oh, you're making the paintbrush flower? Where's my paintbrush flower? Here's mine. So in case y'all missed this, y'all have to go back and see this one. I did this a few weeks ago. It's actually a paintbrush chip brush from Walmart and a board from Walmart. And then I cut some of the bristles and glued flowers to it. And I woke up in the middle of the night with that idea one night. So I can get it back. There it is. Okay. So I got my little cross, and I'm going to attach it up here at the top. I keep grabbing my big glue gun. That's not good. I want this little baby one. Because these wood sticks, they are actually the mini size. And I didn't realize that when I bought them. I just grabbed them, and I wasn't paying attention. And then the next thing you know, I was like, oh no, it's mini. So I was going to need another glue gun anyway for them. Because I have... the fabric glue sticks, I have a glue gun just like this one, and I have fabric glue in it. And then this is my regular, and now I have that baby wood one. Can't ever have too many, right? Get some of that glue that I... Okay, so there's my little cross. So far, so good. Look how cute it looks. Okay, so coming along. Let's see. I did the paintbrush flower. Oh, Cherise, cool. You have to send me pictures. I want to see. It's interesting to see everybody's take on it. Okay, so y'all know these. I cut these with scissors. These are the big popsicle sticks from Walmart. And I'm going to dig through here and see if I have any, because I've already got two over here that I found in this bin, and they're not painted. But I'm just seeing if they got any that I can use. Okay. See, I don't throw much stuff away. Sometimes I do. I'll just get fed up and I'll throw it away. So that's what's going to be our windows. I found two brown ones. I think these are the same size. They are. So they're already stained brown. And these are what our windows are going to be. Because, you know, church windows are like the big arch. So they're going to be our windows. But we're going to paint them like stained glass. So that's what we're going to do next. I just want the brown on the edges. Then I'm going to put one up here too, like this. So see, all that are these popsicle sticks. And I did another craft, and I did the same staining technique I did with the brown paint. And that's how they got to be like this. See, that end is not done, but we'll just fix that really fast. I just dip back in my paint, and then I just stain them brown, just like that. And I'll just let that dry. But we're going to paint over it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's what I did. These are just ends of some that I used on another craft, and I saved them. So I'm not going to cut these. So I've dug in my little stash and dug out, found two that are the same size. And this is going to be my door. So we're going to put that there. But we're going to paint our windows first. So I'm going to show y'all how we're going to do that. And I've got a whole assortment of paints. Got my clothespin trivet glued together today. Oh, cool. Yes, the clothespin thing. This little stand. Yes, that's so cute. I need to do a bunch of them on a board that are all colors. So I just grabbed, what usually colors stained glass windows are like, the primary colors, the rainbow colors. So I just grabbed some colors. They're all different brands. I just grabbed my little paints, and now I gotta find a brush. Y'all want to see my pot of paintbrushes? Do y'all see them? Y'all gonna think I have a problem. About like my bouquet of flowers over here that's really big. And what was it I showed y'all the other day that was a whole bunch of stuff? I can't remember what it was. And somebody laughed and said, that's about like your flower bouquet. I'm just trying to find a brush that I want to use. How about this one? No. I have favorite brushes too. I know y'all do too when you craft. Y'all have favorite brushes that you use all the time? Finally on phase 2. So they aren't really saying phases with us. They're just saying, okay, we're going to do this now, and then we're going to do this. And so I think I'm going to use this little guy. This is itty bitty. It's just a little bitty flat, short brush. I just find when the bristles are short like that, I can have more control over what's happening. Does that make sense? I'm going to turn my fan off. Okay. Wow, that's a lot. I know. It's terrible. You can't ever have too many paintbrushes. But I have my favorites. And my favorite paintbrushes of all time is a set that looks like this. And they come in different colors too. Let's see. Sometimes they come looking like this, and they come like that. And they come from Five Below. So if you ever go in Five Below store, these are my absolute favorite. Because they have the filbert tip on the end where they're flat. It's a flat brush, but it's got a rounded tip. And they come with a whole bunch of sizes. Like this one. Those are my absolute favorite paintbrushes. So if you're ever in Five Below, those are my favorite. Alright, so I've got my little Archie thing. I'm going to move my church over so y'all can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to dip my paintbrush in the paint. And this is so easy. I'm just going to just randomly go through here and make little, I'll show y'all. I'm just basically making little, I don't know what you call them. Just one little stroke. Because I'm going to mix all these colors on there like a stained glass window. So that's all I did. Easy peasy. Not hard. And I'll put that in front of my fan. Let's see. Let me see something here. Okay, yeah, they're all three the same size. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to go on to the next one. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of randomly do just little brush swishes all through here. Hobby Lobby will be opening tomorrow. Retail's allowed to... Oh, awesome. Like I said, Easter is 80% off, so they'll get you some stuff for Easter. And they got lots of stuff that you can use for other holidays. You know, just kind of think outside the box a little bit. Okay. Got them in front of my fan drying. Yeah. Maybe they'll open. Hopefully they will. I know when I called, that little guy probably thought I was crazy when I called to see if ours was open. I'm just going back over these because red tends to not want to be bright for some reason. Alright, so I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just kind of making all these little marks. Nothing hard. Like that. See? And then I'm going to sit over here and let it dry. Oop! It's blowing my sticks away. So there's no rhyme or reason about it. Similar church from a DT plaque. Yes, I have that little plaque. Actually, it's a little house with a little corrugated tin on the top. Yep. So let me get a paper towel. No, it's from church from the... Okay. So I'm just drying off my brush. And then I'm going to grab one of these little churches. And then I'm going to do some... Let's do some orange. Move to phase 1 Friday. Here I come. So what's phase 1 and phase 2? And I don't understand all that. So I'm just going with orange now, guys. And I'm just kind of... No rhyme or reason. I'm just doing little dots here and there. Like stained glass. And then I'm going to set it over here to the side. No rhyme or reason. So what's phase 1 and phase 2? And, you know, Mississippi don't have it all together like that. They're just telling us at certain times what we're doing. They don't have a phase and a phase 1, phase 2. We're not fancy like Louisiana, I guess. Hey, Nancy. Glad you could make it. It's fun. I'm making a church out of a piece of pallet board like this. We've already put a roof on it. And then I made a little, I got strings everywhere. A little cross out of broken popsicle sticks. And, but you can catch the replay and see how I started. And I'm making my little stained glass windows right now out of big popsicle sticks. So I'm just, like, there's my red. And so now I'm just going over it and I'm just putting a little orange in there, the same technique that I just did. And we're just going to do that with all of the colors. That's easy. See, just a bunch of little strokes with the brush, nothing fancy. I'm going to wash that out and I'm going to get another color. Hey, Cindy, thank you for sprinkling. I'm going to dry my stuff off. Yellow is probably my least favorite color of acrylic paint because it doesn't want to, it wants to wash out. Does that make sense? Y'all know what I'm talking about? It doesn't want to show up. It kind of just fades into the background. I don't know. It's the pigment. But see, I'm just taking my brush and I'm just basically, and see how bright the yellow is? And when it dries, it won't look like that. Hey, Patty. And then I'm just kind of going in between some of those spots and just making little dots. And that's all I'm doing. It's not hard. These are the big popsicle sticks in case you're just hopping on and don't know what I'm painting on. That's going to be our little arched windows for our church. And when I've done these in the past, I just kind of drew them on and painted them on the actual board. But this time I thought, well, I'm just going to use those little pieces I have. So see, that's all I did. Making stained glass. The governor lets the public know. Okay, so our hair salons and stuff open today. But they're not like calling it phase 1 or phase 2. Our hair salon's open and at half capacity, and our stores and our restaurants can be half capacity. So we'll see. Hey, Ann from Joaquin, Texas. I said it right. So I'm just making little dots. See? And then I'm putting it over here in front of my fan and letting them dry. And we're going to switch to, see what I'm talking about? See how that yellow is still wet right there? But then you got yellow down here and it just kind of doesn't dry the same color as it is when it's wet. It's always real faded out and it's hard to find a pretty yellow. Sometimes you have to mix it with white and that helps, but for time purposes, I'm not doing that tonight. I'm going to go with some green. This is folk art. It's just called green. It doesn't have a fancy name. Use white under yellow. Yes, that helps. Sometimes I'll mix a little with it, but I don't know. I just didn't do it tonight. And that helps it. I don't know. It's just like thin or something. I don't know, but usually most of them are that way. So now I'm just got my green, and I'm doing the same exact thing. And the yellow just has faded off into the background somewhere. So you can't even see the yellow hardly. That yellow up there is still wet, so you can see it, but okay. And so I'm just doing the same thing on all of them. Put my green, let it dry over there. That's going to look cute. I think so too. But yeah, y'all need to try the duct tape trick I showed y'all. That works good. Now I don't know if it works on any other paint. I've just done it with chalk paint before. You're in phase 2. Okay. Well, I didn't know. Well, that's Mississippi. I didn't know they called it that. I don't guess I've heard the governor say phase 1, phase 2. Maybe I hadn't been listening to him. I've been trying not to listen to a whole lot anymore. Except when I just know what I'm supposed to be doing. Kind of gets depressing. I may end up, I'm going to take a little of this yellow and mix it with my chalk paint and see what happens. So I'm not happy with that. So I'm just taking a little chalk paint over here in my little puddle I got going, and I'm going to mix some yellow with it and see what happens. From the chalk paint I used earlier. Takeout only in North Carolina. Hair salons are still closed. I hate that. Everybody's going to have shaggy hair. We're going to look like the 70s or something. So I'm mixing in some white chalk paint with this yellow and see what happens. Because it is not... It just fades off into the background. Hey, Pat, in Florida. So, ooh, it kind of looks white now. Okay. I'm just going to go back over some of my yellow dots. Got it really white. I don't know if I like that or not. Neon yellow does better. Add some more yellow in there. It's really light. Okay. I know, I just can't find a yellow that works good. Like I said, I have to put white with it. So let's do that. Okay. So I'm just going back over them. Now I've got it almost pastel, but oh well. Maybe it'll dry darker. You know, it always dries a little bit darker than what it starts off with. Virginia is the same as North Carolina. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm ready for this to be over too. But I guess this is our new normal for a while. Okay. Hey, Susanna. Let me get this paint off my brush. I showed y'all my paint jar the other, my water jar. Look how awful it is. Gives it character. Okay. So, now I'm going to take another one. Let's do some blue and some purple. And just dot some on here. I'm just dotting. So see, it's looking kind of like a stained glass window. Just all the colors that you would see in a church. Stained glass. See? It's going to be cute. Hey, Pam. This is a pretty blue. I used this the other night on the flag. Ultramarine blue by Americana Deco Art. I love this color. It's really pretty. But, you know, the church windows have all those real pretty jewel tone colors, and the dark, the red, the real pretty red, and the deep blues and the purples, and it's going to be really pretty. So see, got my blue. And let it dry. Yeah, you could probably paint these white and do it, and then the yellow would probably look a little better. But I'm just dotting them on. You see, they're already arched and everything, just like a church window would be. And then they're going to stick off the church a little bit. But I used to paint them on the actual church. The little wood. I had these little wood pieces. You can get those at Michael's and do it with. And you could just paint the window. You could paint the windows on, or you could use this. You could use these. Okay, so that's drying. Let me do my purple. The way the governor talked today is we're supposed to open more Friday, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm ready for it to be done. So this is Americana Purple Rain. Prince, Purple Rain. Okay, so See, this one's pretty much dry. All the little colors. Gotta have some purple in there. Stained glass windows are so pretty in churches. Love those windows. Thank you, Kelly. I don't know if any of y'all are from, anybody watching is from DC. Has anybody ever been to the National Cathedral? Oh my goodness. It is so gorgeous. The windows in the National Cathedral is absolutely breathtaking. They are just gorgeous. Has anybody ever been there? I love purple too, Becky. I like Prince too. I'm an 80s girl. I love Prince. Purple Rain. I love stained glass. You thought Prince when I said it, yup. Purple rain, purple rain. We listen to the music overhead at work, and when it comes on, this one guy that I work with, that's his favorite song in the whole wide world. So it's like we have to all stop and start singing Purple Rain. It's funny. I've just about got it all filled in. That's pretty, isn't it? Alright, it's drying. Trying to decide if I want to put some white. Cathedral in Savannah, Georgia. Now, I've never been to Savannah, but the National Cathedral, they have like the mandala windows. They're round. Y'all, they're as big as the side of my house. That's how big they are. They're huge, and they are gorgeous. I mean, from the front, yes, Carol, from the front door of the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. to the pulpit is 1/4 of a mile. That's how big this place is. It's massive. I'm talking massive. And everything is hand carved and all this stuff. And I got goosebumps thinking about it. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you've never been, you need to go. I went with my son on a trip when he was getting out of 6th grade. Of course, he's 22 now. And I'm supposed to be going at the 1st of June with my younger son to D.C., and of course, it got moved to next year. We've been waiting 2 years for this trip, and it got moved to another year. So it's going to be 3 years. So, but I'd rather have the full experience with him than I would not get to see everything. Party like it's 1999. Prince was a well-rounded person for sure. He wrote a lot of songs that I didn't even know that he had any hand in. He wrote Manic Monday. Did y'all see that special they had on TV for him on one of the networks a couple of weeks ago? He wrote a lot of songs that I had no idea. I put a little white in there. Make it sparkle. But yeah, the National Cathedral that was one of my favorite things in DC was the National Cathedral. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the windows are just breathtaking. You just have to stand there and just take it all in. They have different sanctuaries. They have one that's below the ground, and it's Christ in death, and then they have Christ in birth. I can't remember. They have 3 different ones for the phases of him being born, him being crucified and dying, and then him being risen. And it's like I said, crazy. Helen Keller's ashes are there in a little place in one of the walls in the basement cathedral. They have different parts, and it's so crazy. Yeah, he wrote Manic Monday, Charisse. He sure did. He wrote, I can't think off the top of my head, but they did a bunch of songs that he had written, and they did stuff that he did, and Usher, and a whole bunch of people were on there. You might get it on demand if you have that capability. Alright, so I got my windows done. Now I got to do something to my door. But what color should I paint the door? Should I leave it brown? It's going to look like this. So, should I leave it brown? Because the windows are going to have color, so should I paint it? Or should I leave it? What do y'all think? Y'all tell me what y'all think about my door. It's just a little base to a cross that came from Dollar Tree. I took the cross off, and see there's a little screw holes. I took the cross off, and I just threw this in my stash, and I thought, well, I'll use it for something else. Well, that's my perfect door. Paint it white? You think I should distress it white? White, white, white. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to leave it brown. Alright, so let me get my paint out. Distress with brown. Paint white. Beautiful windows. I know it's going to look so cute. But we're not done with the windows. We got to give them a little something. Something. Turquoise. A turquoise door on a church. Yeah, turquoise. That's my go-to color. Turquoise. Dry brush white. Alright. So, let me get another one of these, y'all. I love these brushes. I'm telling you, they're cheap, 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 and I love them, love them, love them. Look, this one's pretty much brand new. Look how shiny, sparkly that silver is, because normally mine look all rusty because I forget and leave them in the water. But I'm just gonna tap, tap, tap. Dry brush in what, black? Let's see. Okay. I appreciate y'all getting on here tonight. A red door, Carol? Yeah, I've seen red doors on churches before. I'll do the sides too. Black. So I'm just gonna go with the white. I gotta paint a doorknob. It's gonna be a one-door church. Or I could make a line down the middle and make it 2 doors. Okay, I got paint all over my hands. Alright, so there's my little door. Y'all see it? I have to hold it where y'all can see it from the light. Trying to think if I should split it and make it 2 doors or make it 1. He wrote nothing compares you. Yes, Becky, he did. Now stain around the edges. Okay, we'll do that. We can do that. Yeah, he wrote a bunch of stuff. And make it pop. Okay, Marion, I'm going to make it pop. If I can get, I'm telling y'all, this brown, I'm down to the bottom of it. Okay, 1 door, down to the bottom of my, there we go, to the bottom of my thing. It's, but I'm going to do it like this. Let me get a baby wipe. And we're going to wipe it on with the baby wipe. How about that? Split it. Okay, some people say split. Some people say door. Split 1 door. Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna take a baby wipe. And I'm just going to kind of dip it in my brown. And so I can just kind of run on the edges maybe. See how that's going to go? Alright, I need a little more paint. That's not doing a lot. Woo! Now I think I'm just going to kind of go over the whole thing. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That looks good. It's kind of toning it down a little. Split it. Split it. Everybody's saying split the door. Alright. It's going to actually match. Okay. So there's that. You can see it. I just kind of did the edges. I'm holding it back here. Y'all probably can see it better. But it toned it down a little bit. Toned down that white some. And maybe, let's see. Let me get this edge. It looks like old wood. It's amazing what you can get with paint and make it look like something. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to split it, maybe. I got a Sharpie around here somewhere. And then I'm going to have to... I froze! Oh no, Jennifer! Get out and come back in and see if that helps. Y'all gotta make me split this, and I gotta figure out the middle. If this Sharpie will write on this, this paint. I froze. Am I frozen? Most churches have double door. No, I'm there. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. I'm freezing up. Okay. Huh. Am I back? People are getting off now. Am I back? I'm back. Okay, sorry guys. I don't know. It was fine on my end. Okay, so I split it. I don't know if I like that or not. What do y'all think? Maybe put a doorknob. I'm just drawing with my Sharpie. I'm blurry. Huh. Craig, are you watching? You may have to tell Chase to get off the internet. I don't know. It's fine on my end. Am I still blurry? Okay, I'm good. Wait till y'all see what I'm doing. I'm making little panels. Okay. Now see what y'all think about that. I'm blurry. It's better now. I made little panels in the door. See? Can y'all see the little panels? Get it close. I just kind of drew some little squares and put it on. So it's going to look like this. Look at that. That looks cool. Okay. But I think I'm going to tone that down a little bit and wipe something over it. Finally caught me live. Hey, Elaine. Okay. I'm good now. So I'm just going to kind of tone that down just a little bit. I got a baby wipe and I got a little bit of white paint. And then I'm going to get a little bit of brown. And just tone that Sharpie down just a little bit because that Sharpie kind of looks so bright. Look. See? If I'm here, we're just down the street. See? There's my door. Okay. And our windows are dry. See the windows? Okay. But I'm going to outline my windows a little bit with a Sharpie. I like Sharpies, y'all. Love Sharpies. You got out and came back in and it's good. Okay. So if it's blurry, guys, jump out and jump back in. So I'm just going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to go and try to make a border on my windows with my Sharpie. I'm just going to kind of outline them. Give it a little bit more definition. Cute. Okay. So I'm good now. And I'm just tracing around the edge. See, that kind of gives it a little bit of a definition that it's actually got a frame around it. I know this is going to be so stinking cute when I get done. It looks better than it looked when I had it in my head that I was going to do this. Like I said, I've made these in the past, and every one I do, they always look different. Always look different. But like I said, if y'all don't have like pallet wood, you can always use these from Michael's. They're $1. So that's an option for y'all. Or you could get the foam board from Dollar Tree, and you could cut several layers to make it kind of thick, like this, and you can paint. I've painted one of those foam boards and made it look like wood before. Just use different colors, browns and grays and whites, and just kind of streak it on and made it look just like wood. So see, I outlined that one. Thank you. Yeah, just popsicle sticks and the big fat craft sticks, and you could use a big Jenga block. See, these are the big Jenga blocks. You could do that for the door. It's really not much difference. Doorknobs need to be bigger. Hey, Tanya. Now you're going to make me have to... I'm going to have to wipe back over it again. I don't want my Sharpie to be so bright. Okay. Is that bigger? Is that better? I'm just kind of winging it and going. Okay, I'm good now. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. Turn my fan off. I'm just outlining the outline of around the edge of the windows just to kind of give it a little frame to make it look a little bit more like a window. So, see? Kind of defines it just a little bit. Hey Terry. I'm good. How are you? I'm just making some little church stained glass windows. Alright, so we're just about ready to put all this together. So, there's my windows. Don't they look like stained glass? Isn't that cute? Wait till y'all see it all together. You're really going to like it. Alright, so that's my doorknobs okay? Better? You like the tricks that I teach? Yeah, it's just from crafting for my whole life, pretty much, that I've learned all the things. There's my baby glue gun. Baby glue gun, dun, 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 baby glue gun, dun, dun, dun. Y'all can thank me later. I got that stuck in your head now. Isn't it cute? But I don't like it because it doesn't have, it drips. I got a bunch of drippies over here. Uh-oh, let me do this. Yeah, I got all kinds of tricks. Got talking to the computer screen. Okay. Yeah, y'all gonna be going, baby shark, doo 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 doo. My glue gun on there. You're laughing at me. See, look, this is daddy glue gun, dun 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 dun, baby glue gun, dun 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 dun. I had to. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Leftover wood from my mom's Mother's Day gift, I think. Yes, absolutely. You could do that. You just cut you a wood and cut some angles in it and make it look like a church. All right, there's the door. Got the door on. And now, I think I need to outline the door a little bit. Where's my Sharpie? Now, y'all going to be singing that in your head all night. It's going to be my fault. And I don't even have a baby, but I know what baby shark is. So now I got baby glue gun. I'm just kind of outlining the door a little bit, like I did the windows. Woo. Just kind of going on the edge. There, that looks better. See? I just kind of defined it a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna put, I think these are all the same size. And they are. So I'm gonna put one on each side. Oh, y'all, this is gonna look so cute. Oh, thank you. I had kind of a stressful day too. It was just a Monday. Okay. Oh, y'all are gonna love this. Wait till y'all see it. It's going to be so cute. And these are just big jumbo popsicle sticks, and we just made church cathedral windows. Where did you get the larger Jenga blocks from? Dollar General sells them. Like, this is Dollar Tree Jenga block. This is Dollar General. Like, this is the true, the actual true Jenga size is this. But they sell them at DG, Dollar General, for like $4 a box, and you get like 30-something pieces in there. But this is the Dollar Tree. When I opened up the Dollar Tree ones for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, that's microscopic. Hey, Diana. Ice cream, summer board. Oh, okay, cool. Can't wait to see what you do with it. Let's see. All right. Alrighty. And this is all just scraps that I had in my stash. Leftover pieces. And wait till y'all see what it looks like. Baby glue gun tinted in. Sorry. I can't help it. Alright, y'all ready to see it? Oh, this is so cute. That is so stinking cute. Even if I made it myself, I think it's adorable. Look at it. Isn't that cute? I know, I love the shape too. I got a couple more over here too, but they're squatty and fat. Like, this one's long and skinny. And then this one's like squatty and fat, like that. It's just pallet wood. That's all it is. Old, weathered. So here's the back. That's kind of how it looked to start with. And we whitewashed it. And I put duct tape on it. Pulled off some of the paint. These are the big craft sticks from Walmart. That's what that is. And that one. And that one. And then I just dotted all the paint on there. This was a leftover piece. That's my door. And then those are popsicle sticks that I broke off. These are the Dollar Tree Jenga blocks, and they're two glued together. So see, here's one, and that's how, you know, I glued two end to end with glue gun. And I had it for another project, and I didn't use it. There's that. And then popsicle sticks I broke off. It looks so cute, but I'm not done. I'm gonna make it stand up. I mean, it probably would stand up, but not real great. So I got these. These are regular Jenga blocks. And I'm going to use my little wood glue sticks that I'm using for the first time, my baby glue gun. And I'm just going to stick them together. You're loving my singing. It's funny. I know, I love it too. I think it turned out so cute. Hey Shannon, don't glue it, but try a little popsicle stick on the ledge of the door. Like a little roof thing? Like that. Okay, so that I glued two of these together. That's just the regular Jenga blocks from Dollar General. So I'm going to glue it to the back because it's going to make it a little stand. So I'm just going to do this. So let's see. I want to reach for the big one every time. So these are wood glue sticks. If you're just hopping on, they're SureBonder, and I had to get some and try them, but they're wood glue sticks, and they came from Hobby Lobby. They're $2.99, and you get 18 sticks in there. So I had to get a little glue gun because I didn't realize they were the mini size. Yes, Teresa, you'll have to watch the replay. I started off with a pallet board, and I dug through my stash and just found some whatnots and whatever I had, and we made a church out of gigantic popsicle sticks, the big fat ones, and the little popsicle sticks is what I made the cross out of, like that. So see, now it'll stand up. It's perfect. These are popsicle sticks. These are the big craft sticks like this. They're just cut. They're cut from another project I did. These are the Dollar Tree, what did I do with it? The Dollar Tree Jenga blocks I used for that window project back there. They were already glued together and already painted because I had used them for that project, and then I didn't end up using them. And so I just threw them in my stash on my wood stuff, and that's what those are, popsicle sticks, big craft sticks. This was just a piece I had in my stash. But you could put two little Jenga blocks together like that, and you could make a door. Easy, you know, especially if you had a smaller scale. You could make a door like that on the little church, like this, and then do this, just like that. So see, and then you could use maybe a smaller craft stick, or you could paint them on the church. I've done that too. Yes, and made twigs. That would be cute. I didn't even think about that. I just had the popsicle sticks, but isn't it just adorable? Maybe I'll write a scripture on the back. That would be really pretty too. It'd be a great gift for someone. But it's so cute. But all I did was I just took dots of the red and orange and yellow, green, and blue and purple, and I just made dots with my paintbrush. And then I outlined it with a Sharpie and did the doors with a Sharpie so y'all can see it really good. And I just glued them on. But it looks so cute, doesn't it? Alright guys, well I appreciate y'all getting on tonight and coming on. Y'all made my day because it was a Monday at work today. And so I appreciate y'all being here and coming on every time and being faithful to come. I so appreciate it. And I will probably be back on Friday night. That's my usual night. And Colin won't be here, but I wish he was. But he'll be back in a couple of weeks probably. So, but I appreciate y'all watching. And the little one can be your, yeah. Oh, the little one, the little church, I can make a fellowship hall. Or I have, let's see, I have this. See, I can make a whole side over here. And then I can make a whole village, like a little Christmas village. That's your favorite, Kimberly? Like I said, if Michaels has these, so you could totally do this because I've painted these with the Michaels. But you could put the little Jenga blocks, whoop, and make a little roof, just like this, and make it hang off, and make it do the same exact thing. So you can improvise, or like I said, get the foam board from Dollar Tree, and you could cut a shape of a church, and then glue like two pieces together, and then paint the front to look like wood. I'm telling you, I've done it. It'll look just like wood. And then do the things on the back, and you're good to go, because it would be light, and you would never know probably that it was foam board. So, all right. Well, thanks for y'all hopping on. Thanks for all the hearts and stuff, guys. I appreciate it. And anytime, Nancy, I love sharing with y'all. And then y'all send me pictures, and then that just makes my day, because it's like, oh, look what they did. They did a little different than I did. And, you know, because everybody has their own ideas in their mind of how things should be. And it's just neat to see the spin that everybody puts on stuff. So, but I appreciate it. If you are just finding me, you can hit the little screen and it'll say follow, and it'll say sprinkle back here. You can do that too, so other people can find me. And so I appreciate it, guys. Y'all are what makes this happen. And y'all have a good night. And I will see y'all Friday night. Same time, same place, Friday night, okay? I'll see y'all then. Y'all have a good rest of the week. Bye, guys.